Well, Jane, it is such a pleasure to be able to visit you at your studio in Westport, Connecticut today.
Thank you, Leslie. I'm really glad you came.
And I'm noticing all of your gorgeous flowers. Are you the gardener in the family?
Thank you. Well, I try.
Gosh, I'll tell you. Well, I'm sure some of your inspiration comes from nature.
Be.
Well, now that we're sitting here with some of these beautiful examples in front, tell me how you are inspired for your designs. I mean, everyone is unique, I know.
They are. And what I did was I learned in 1972, 73, and I started with traditional Ukrainian eggs. So you see a very similar color pattern in here. And I thought, oh, wait a second. The egg is a canvas. It has nothing to do with, I mean, yes, I respect the Ukrainian tradition, but I'm an artist. Let me do some quilt patterns on them. And so I became known for doing these quilt patterns. I got a lot of publicity in country magazines. And then I was really interested in paisley designs and Japanese stencils. So I just kept using the egg as the canvas for whatever motifs I wanted to do.
And were these eggs that still are they hard-boiled eggs?
Well, traditionally, when I started the craft, traditionally I was taught that the egg is left full. In Ukraine, the egg is a life symbol. And over time, an egg will dry out. But that was, thousands of years ago when there was no acid rain and, there were better ingredients. And now eggs are actually much more fragile than they used to be. So I do blow my eggs out.
And so you are taking a pin and
piercing. I have a one-hole egg blower.
So we all
everyone
should,
right? Yeah. Everyone should have one. And I work on the full egg though, so I blow it at the end, which is a little dangerous, but it's easier to work with the heft of the egg in your hand rather than this, hollow, very light piece. So I work on the whole egg. It also allows it to sink into the die. I love this. It works so well. I have my design area, I have my business area, and then an area for my music or when I just want to draw. So
sure.
It's terrific. So let me put on my eyes.
Oh yes, I know that. I know that routine.
And I'll demonstrate the process, which is wax resistant. Here's an egg that I'm working on for a custom order. And I used motifs from wonderful books. This was on double wedding ring quilts. I have a book called The Grammar of Ornament, which has supplied me with hundreds, if not thousands, of designs. These are my tools. It's called a kiska, and what it is a funnel that allows you to put wax in here. This is heated, that's why you have the electricity, and then it comes out here in a molten form, and then I draw basically with wax.
So it looks like there is a dye that's already been put on the egg, or do you ever do it with white?
Right.
White
I did dye this brown. I'm cleaning out the tool now. And it actually will look like gold lines on the egg, but I did start with a white egg and then I dyed it.
I see.
Okay, just put it back down, and then pick up everything like you didn't have to clean it.
Okay. Okay.
So, go ahead.
Now you're just freehanding this at this point, right, Jane?
Right. You can, if you look closely, you can see some pencil lines that gave me the general demarcations for what I'm doing. And now it's easy for me to do these triangles within the set area that I have designed.
I mean, I'm sure it's a consideration when you are looking for inspiration how complex some of these are, but I can't imagine getting much more complex than what you're doing in your designs. Is that consideration, or you're just good at it?
There's a term called horror vacui. It's fear of empty spaces. I think I was born with it or something.
So in other words, you might have a design that would have 10, 20 colors?
Actually, it looks like more colors than there are actually on there. 6 to 8 would be an extraordinary number of colors. The eye perceives a lot of colors because it's such a small, intricate space. But if you look at even the most complex ones, there may be 8 colors.
Really?
12 maximum. So one of the things I did was to create a set of porcelain eggs, really to have a more affordable gift for people who wanted my work but didn't want to pay $300 for one egg, so there's a set of 6 for the same price.
Beautiful. Do you mind if I take
Yeah, I have one actually that's ready to open.
Oh, great.
What I did was, they're called the Circle of Life collection. There's baby blocks, wedding rings, schoolhouses, grandmother's fan, friendship rings, and hearts and hands. So there's an occasion for every aspect of someone's life: getting married, having babies, starting school, graduating. And each one is numbered, so they're part of a collection.